Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G. Red beam on it, you think I'm recording. Kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in the lightning. You niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot for a minute straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty. Remain the same, say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. You won't see it coming, I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put, my aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long, a block away I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, save facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
my blood slim, it won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms, watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell, praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Captain Tywar in the building. Yeah. So Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on the speech, man. I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. These fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot ya. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage that I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly to friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designers charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and a nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West.
All right. Clap it up. All right. Salaki, y'all bear with me real quick. It's a little better. All right, there we go. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Brakatham to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahushua to the sisters. All right. Give me 1 sec. Got a little echo going on. All right. All right. Shalom, Israel. My name is Officer Maccabia, priest and officer Maccabia 5000. Of course, today is Tuesday class, which means Brotherhood class, as well as Sisterhood class. We have a few things to talk about, man. There's so many things that I want to get into based on everything that's been on social media, that's been on any type of media, whether it's a newspaper, an article, social media, TV media, internet, whatever the case may be. There's a lot that's going on right now, as you may know. I mean, when is there never nothing going on, right? First things first, man. Last week was Valentine's Day, and we spoke about the things that were going to happen on Valentine's Day, before and after, and I was absolutely correct. Now, do I have to be correct? No, but was it obvious? Absolutely. Anybody could have, predicted what was going to come right after Valentine's Day, before, and the day of. A lot of people got themselves in a situation of either going to prison, jail, unaliving, or being injured in some type of way. Their hearts being broken in some type of way. And that's what happened during that holiday, or that hell day, we should say, right? Because once again, these holidays of America does not do us any good. It sounds fun, it looks fun, but a lot of pain and suffering is what comes with those holidays that people do not understand. It's not a coincidence that you got beat up on your birthday. That day is supposed to be your special day because you live for another year, right? But it's not a coincidence that you got scraped that day. You got beat up, you got tore up, you got dragged from one block to the next. It's not a coincidence that your house caught on fire during Christmas. It's not a coincidence that the person that violated you as a child is sitting right next to you at the dinner table during Thanksgiving. That's an insult. That's strange. It's not a coincidence. The problem is these holidays have nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with any Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. This only has to deal with the heathens because that is tied to their gods. It has nothing to do with us. One thing that Black, Hispanic, Native Indian people have to do is mind your own business. You have to mind your own business because we partake in things that have nothing to do with us. Just because you was taught something doesn't mean that you have to continue it, especially if it's wrong, right? Yes, you was taught to, do drugs. Do you have to? Should you? That's the question. Yes, you was taught to do a certain thing, but is it logical? Is it practical? Is it lawful? Is it good or is it bad? You may think that holidays are not harming you, but they very much are. It's causing harm to you and those around you. Your family, your friends, strangers. Okay? Halloween. Halloween is always joked about to be one of those nights where Satan and all his angels and goblins and ghouls come out to play. Like, people don't take life seriously. They live life recklessly. And that's the problem. The Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments on how to conduct ourselves. And it's a book called the Bible. Okay? It's called the Bible. And what the Bible does for so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people is it provides them instructions. It gives them a moral compass. That is our Declaration of Independence. It gives us the ability to live life according to how the Most High wants us to live, and to show us how righteous and beautiful it is to live the life that He wants us to live. It's not about what you think, what you feel, what you want to say, or your opinion, because it doesn't matter. When you decide to live the life that you want to live on your own terms, when you build up your own standards and your own foundation, sometimes it can backfire on you. Maybe how you live your life, maybe some things may be correct, but you may make errors. But if you want to avoid the error and you want to live a life where you do not put your life or yourself or anybody around you, your loved ones, in jeopardy, the Bible is the way to go. Because if you're not held accountable for something, how would you know if you are doing something wrong or right? If you don't hold yourself to a high regard, you know what I mean? How would you know if you're doing right or wrong? Like, once again, there are people that live a life of crime. And some people think that this is the only way out. This is the only way that I can live my life because I live in this environment. I was born this way, so I have to be that way. That's not true. It's very understandable why you would think that, because you have been conditioned. Okay? Now, with you knowing that you can live a life, however you want to, really, in the sense of in a morality way, right? You can live a life where you don't have to steal. You don't have to unalive. You don't have to, do reckless things. Put yourself in jeopardy. End up in prison, end up in jail, end up in the grave. There are ways to live life that is fun, that is wonderful, that feels like paradise, and it's not costing you hell. What's wrong with giving up Halloween, your birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving? You can have family time at any time of the year. It doesn't have to be on the days that says on a calendar that's created by the oppressor. You get what I'm saying? It's no different in slavery. In slavery, you were told what to do on certain days. You were told to get married. You were told to, you gotta work this day and that day. You were told to do this, don't do that. But now we are willing to be that slave. We are willing to do whatever. We are willing to do it without being asked because we have been conditioned. Okay? All right? 1 second here. Yeah, so once again, we are willing to do crime now because of the place that we live in. This is the only way that I can make money. You have been lied to. You have been bamboozled. You have been beguiled. And I'm gonna let you know something. For you brothers and sisters out there, man, that's tied up, with all types of crime and all types of, situations going on in your life. There is a way out. Okay? But you will have to sacrifice some things. You are going to have to stop getting high. To change your life for the better, you got to stop being on drugs. Drugs is something that keeps you down. And I mean that in every aspect. It keeps your body down in a terrible way, your mind. Everything doesn't work properly when you are on drugs, when you're smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, smoking whatever. Okay? It's not doing you no justice. But however, you got to put the drugs down. You got to get rid of the whores. You got to stop being a whore. You have to stop being a whoremonger. You got to stop being a covetous. You have to stop being a liar. And stop just living life recklessly. But it's not that easy. I know I'm talking to a brick wall, right? You got to put in the work. If you want to change your life for the better, you got to put in the work, okay? Because celebrating these holidays, man. I mean, every year it seems to get worse. The toll of the death toll every single year gets higher. It gets more cruel. It gets more brutal to the point where you can't go to a holiday party because someone 9 times out of 10 are going to be unalive. Someone is going to get hurt. Just last year on Halloween, this comedian, his name is Skinbone, I believe. This brother, he threw a Halloween party or whatever, and I guess somebody couldn't get in for whatever reason. There was security at the door. So what happened was he went to his vehicle, got a weapon, rushed into the house, and shot it up. Where the Halloween house party was, and surprisingly, no one was unalived, but a lot of people were injured. A lot of people were definitely injured. A lot of people damn near lost their lives that day. Is that a coincidence? There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything in life happens for a reason. In your life and everybody's life. Every time there's a war that breaks out, every time there's an accident that happens, every time there's once again, everything has a reason behind it. There's no coincidence. Okay? And once you understand that, you might just want to be careful on how you walk and how you live, in this world. Because we live in a cruel world. All right? But if you don't listen to a wise man, let the world teach you instead. And it's not going to be as calming. It's not going to be as great. Okay? The response that you are going to get out there, if you don't listen to a wise man, it's going to be harsh. And you might lose your life if you don't listen, man. But, I guess we're all going to die someday, and, I'm going to live my best life. No sweat. That's fine. Live your best life. Live your best life. That's fine. And just, see how it treats you. If you wonder why you got so many issues and problems in your life, just remember this person, that brother or that sister who spoke wise words and told you what you should do and should not do because they give a damn about you. But if you don't care about yourself, no sweat. So be it. All right. But anyway, I want to get into a story real quick, right? A lot of people know this story. Some people do not know this story. Everybody knows who Joseph is, right? You got a few different Josephs in the Bible. You got Joseph, who is Christ's father, his daddy, his pappy, right? And then you got Joseph, who was Jacob's son. Jacob, whose name is changed to Israel, who is the progenitor of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, all 12 tribes, right? So Joseph, who was working beside Pharaoh, who was Pharaoh's, pretty much right-hand man, was sold into slavery, sold into captivity by who? His actual blood brothers, okay? And I want to get into that. So y'all bear with me real quick. Let's see. 1 second. All right. I think I found it here. All right, y'all bear with me here. Okay. All right. And all right. Salaki, give me 1 second here. Okay. Hey, shalom, Lord Christ, to brothers and sisters who came in. All right, so once again, just to recap real quick, we are going to get into Genesis, the 37th chapter. I'm going to go over the story about Joseph and how he was sold into slavery by his own blood brothers, his own flesh and blood. Okay? And we are going to elaborate on this story and go into other precepts just to show the spirit of what was really going on. All right? Now, once again, like in the world, right? Spirits are very real. Okay? And listen to me very closely because I taught a class about this for like 3 weeks, about maybe 2-3 years ago, right? But I'm gonna teach it again just to add some more clarity to that topic about spirits and demons, right? So a spirit is a vibe. You may know people who talk like this, where they always say like, "Ooh, like I like your vibe," or I like your energy. You may hear a lot of females say that. You may hear some men say it as well. Like you're giving me bad energy. You're giving me bad vibes, right? That's how people talk right now, in this time, in this age or society. So, and there is some relevance to that. A spirit is a vibe, okay? It is energy, if that's what you want to call it. Now, someone like for example, right? I hear people talk in the world all the time. They always say like, "Oh man, like I know a weed head when I see one." I mean, yeah, I'm a weed head, so I know that he a weed head. You know what I mean? I even heard someone say that gay people know who else can be gay in the room. You know what I mean? But now, of course, that's called discerning someone's spirit, right? It's not really hard to if you're not paying attention and if you do not know how to discern or read people, you probably won't recognize a spirit on a particular person at that moment, from back then, from right now at this moment, or even in the future. But it takes somebody to really pay attention, to focus, to know what vibe, what spirit is going on. You have spirits of the Most High, and then you have spirits of Satan. So always remember that, okay? Anytime you're dealing with people, you always want to ask yourself, based on what's going on, the interaction, you want to ask yourself, what spirit are they in? You know what I mean? But also too, you want to be mindful as well, because this is where sometimes offenses come in, right? Now I'm going to bring all this up. I'm bringing all this up on purpose. As far as jealousy, offenses, having malice or envy towards each other. You know what I mean? Or having some type of bond and brotherly love, sisterly love. You know what I mean? All those things. So, yeah. Once again, it takes a person with great discernment to know what spirit someone is dealing with. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's not hard to tell someone is a weed head. I mean, the smell is usually always on them. You know what I mean? I mean, cigarettes. I mean, anything that you smoke it always cleave. What is it? Cleave onto you. You're not going to cling onto you. There we go. You know what I mean? That smell always stays in your hair, in your beard, if you got one, or your clothes. You know what I mean? Just all over you. And all that perfume and cologne that you're spraying, it's not working, because it makes it like smell sour. All right, it's like a sour smell. You know what I mean? But of course, and you look high. All right, so it's not hard to tell someone who is a smoker. It's not hard to tell someone who is a drunk, someone who is part of the LGBT ABC community. It's not hard to tell. It's not hard to tell if someone's, based on their intentions, if the spirit is truly love or hatred for that person. And once again, that's something that is in the air right now. You can smell that. It's really in the air. I mean, just for a while, looking at social media and TV with all these stories of brothers and sisters fighting against each other. I mean, 2024 is definitely, everybody is exposing each other. Some people are holding each other accountable, but some people are being, how can I say it? Some people are being funny acting. They're showing that I really don't got a problem with this person, but behind closed doors, you really do. You know what I mean? So you have a offense with them, but you're not really going to them about it. You're telling everybody else, but you're not telling that person directly. That's been all 2024. When we talk about Cat Williams, when we talk about Monique, when we talk about Shannon Sharp with other people, Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps were just going through something, but they actually talked together, and they hashed it out. They good now. Most High in Christ. That's how it should be done. Okay. But now look, some people throw rocks and they hide their hands as if they didn't do it. And that's what's going on in 2024. That's what's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. Okay? Jealousy, malice, envy, strife. And the reason why I brought all those things up is because we are going to get into a biblical story that happened thousands and thousands of years ago. All right? With a righteous, and this terrible thing happened to a righteous brother. But of course, the Most High was with him through all that pain and through all that suffering that his flesh and blood had put him through. But the outcome was very, very beautiful. Okay, it showed you that although this tragedy happened to this brother, he did not come with the same energy. He did not take on that same spirit against his flesh and blood. These brothers. But I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into it. Salaki. I know I can ramble on a little bit. I just like to, bring it out, give out some details. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. How you doing, Ak? And Shalom to anybody else that's watching too. If y'all could share the live, you know what I mean? We are still down on Facebook. We had got a strike for 30 days. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. If you do not know, now you know. All right. All right. So let's get into it. We are in Genesis chapter 37, verse 22. Let me get there with y'all. All right, let me see. Genesis, boom. All right, let's see. Actually, let me read up a little bit. Okay, actually, let me see. Actually, I might read up just a little bit more. Hold on. All right, I got you. All right, here we go. Actually, Genesis chapter 37, verse, let's see here. Let me see. Salaki, give me 1 second. Let's start at verse 15 real quick. I'm just going to read past this, all right? Okay, so long story short, this is a story about Joseph and his brothers. It's talking about the relationship that they had. And it also talks about the responsibilities that, these brothers had as well. Okay? Now, Joseph is the son of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. You know what I mean? All right, let's get it. Genesis chapter 37, verse 15. A certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? Verse 16. And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. Verse 17. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. Verse 18. So Joseph is looking for his brothers. And he had asked this man, like, hey, have you seen my brother? You know what I mean? Have you seen him? And he was just like, well, yeah, I overheard them talking. They said that they was going to that city, to the next city right next to y'all. Okay, no sweat, the water, I appreciate it. So he keeps going and he follows his brothers, right? Verse 18. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. So his brothers had a plan, right? His two brothers had a plan to conspire and to unalive Joseph. So it was like a trap. So they went to the next city because they knew that Joseph was going to follow behind them anyway. So Joseph followed behind them, which was his trap, but of course he doesn't know, right, at this point. And so they conspired, they spoke with one another about this plan to try to unalive him, to set him up, right? Verse 19, and they said one to another, behold, this dreamer cometh. Now, the reason why they call him a dreamer, because he was able to break down dreams, okay? He had that gift and talent. Now, understand that the brothers, when you read the story, you can see the jealousy that they had over the brother. It was very evident that Joseph had a talent, had skills that they envy him for, which is jealousy, all right? Let me see. Okay. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. How you doing, trooper? All right. Let me see. All right, Genesis chapter 37, verse 20. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit. And we will say, some evil beast have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. That's wicked as hell, man. I'm going to read that one more time. Good night. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit. And we will say, some evil beast have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. Now, they're saying, right? They're saying, okay, the plan is let's slay him. Let's slay Joseph. Let's unalive Joseph. But when it's like when father finds out, when mother finds out, this is the story that we're going to tell them, which is a beast has devoured him. And then they are going to see what is to come of his dreams, meaning what is going to come, like what is the outcome going to be for him. Okay? So, let me see. Verse 21, and Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands and said, let us not kill him. Verse 22, and Reuben said unto them, shed no blood. Oh, so like it was more than just Reuben. It was, I think it was like three or more actually. So like I said, two brothers. It was actually more than that. Shed no blood, but cast him into the pit, into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. I'll read that one more time. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. So they're saying, look, let's not put no blood on our hands at all. Let's not do anything to him, but cast him into this pit, all right, in the wilderness. So that way he might rid them out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. So they have this whole plan to put him in a pit, because what's going to happen is they are going to pretty much trap him into this pit to where these heathens come by and they pretty much take Joseph into captivity, okay? Because once again, the Egyptians are the ones that were ruling at this time, okay? As far as Pharaoh ran for a long time. His reign as a king, all right, of Egypt was around for a long time, all right? Let's see here. Verse 23, and it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him. So they ripped him out of his garments, right? Verse 24, and they took him and cast him into a pit. So just imagine a pit is like a grave site. You dig a hole or a ditch, and they pretty much put him in there. Okay, and they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it, so it was just all dirt. Verse 25, and they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels, bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. So the Ishmaelites are the so-called Arabs. They were on a mission. The Arabs were on a mission to go down to Egypt with some goods, and also too, like a lot of let's see here. Most High in Christ. Yeah, a lot of heathens always kind of done business with each other. Like how people buy and trade and sell right now with country to country, like how China buys and sells with America and Russia, with I believe China as well. You know what I mean? And just country to country, South America, North America, Central America, like all these places buy and sell and trade with each other because it's business. That has always been a thing amongst nations since the Bible, okay? Since the beginning of time. That's how we all eat. That's how we all try to survive, okay? So the Ishmaelites, which are the Arabs, biblically, all right, they were the ones that actually were on their way to Egypt carrying all these goods on their camels, right? Let's continue. Verse 26. And mind you, their brothers are looking at Joseph in this pit while they're eating bread. And as they did this, they looked and they saw the Israelites on camels with all these goods heading towards Egypt. And this is what happens next. Verse 26. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? It's a question. Verse 27. Come, and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him. For he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content. Okay, like once again, man, that is wicked as hell. I mean, like, did y'all hear that shit? Excuse my language. This man said, okay, I'm reading it again. Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. Like now you want to say he's our brother, and now he is of our flesh. So let's not slay him, but let's sell him to the Ishmaelites. Like, goddamn. Like where is the morality at? Like where's the love for your brother? Like there was no love at all for that man. Like they hated Joseph so much that instead of just them having blood on their hands, they wanted to sell him instead. And I wish I could almost see these scriptures. I mean, like I can play it in my head right now as like how it's all being acted out. But if only we can see how it really was at that time, at that moment, because that is very disgusting, man. And now the thing is about what happened in the story, it happens today all the time. Nothing has changed. You got parents, so-called parents, okay? You got so-called mothers and fathers who don't deserve children at all, who sell their children to other people for money, and their children end up being unalived. Okay. Now, before I finish this story, just real quick, right? This is a story that is very recent. This sister, she's a Judite. She's so-called black, right? This wicked, disgusting monster, right? This female. She had debt from a drug dealer. She owed a drug dealer money, right? Her plug, she owed one of her plugs money. And if she did not give him, I believe it was $200. If she did not owe that man $200, he was going to unalive her. It's what he said. So she didn't have the money. So what she does instead, she gives her, what is it, a 5-year-old or less? I forget how old the baby girl was. She gives her daughter, who is 5 years old or under that, to her drug dealer plug. And she tells him, you can do whatever you want, just bring her back. What happened is he abuses her, he violates the child, if you know where I'm going. He assaults the child. And after he's done assaulting the child sexually, he unalives the child. Now, not only is he in prison, as far as I know, so is the mother. And there's evidence. And when I tell you that was such a hard story and a hard video to watch, because I know people who have children who truly love their children and couldn't imagine that ever happening to their child. Like, I got a daughter of my own. I will go to prison. I will go into the grave for my child and all my future children as well, my nieces and my nephews. Good night, man. Like that is very, very heartbreaking. And I hate those stories, man. But you have to see those stories sometimes. You got to look at the things that are hard to stomach, and you just gotta tell the world about it, because like these things are true. These things really do happen out here. There are people who are disgusting and who are very dangerous and who do not have your best interests, and it's hard to stomach. But as a prophet and priest, I have to do this job. I have to. You know what I mean? All the things that are hard to talk about or to deal with, I have to face it in order to fix it. You know what I mean? In order to battle it, you have to do it. That thing that bothers you, that thing that's uncomfortable to speak about, to look at, you have to face it. You have to battle it. So that way it stops more and more. Instead of it happening more and more, you have to stop it. We have to decrease it, not increase it. You know what I mean? And that's such a terrible thing, man. Like that was a baby girl that was only 5 years old. She only lived for 5 years of her life, not knowing what the hell was going on, because she's a baby. She don't know what's going on. And she lost her life because of a selfish bitch. You know what I mean? What that mother should have done, she should have gave up her life for her child. But instead, she gave her child's life up, which is absolutely disgusting. That's not how it works. A parent is supposed to protect the child. That's what is supposed to happen. And as far as the story of Joseph, his brothers were supposed to protect him. But they were so disgusting that they sold him into slavery. Think of this as a situation of human trafficking, because that's exactly what happened with that little baby girl, and this is what that was as well. Like, understand that slavery, being on an auction block, waiting for a white man to buy you, that's extortion. I mean, not extortion. That's trafficking. And then yes, a lot of the times it was sex trafficking as well. So it happens today. So what happened with the story right now, right here, is the same thing that happens today, right now. Okay? All right, moving on. Salaki. Let me see. All right, let me see. All right, so once again, verse 27. Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content. Wicked ass bastards, man. Good night, just wicked. Verse 28. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. Now, I try to do a little bit of research on this part, right? So 20 pieces of silver is 20 shekels. Now, based on Israel money, versus the US dollar, right? The US money. When I put in 20 shekels as of 2024, I'm not sure if this is all the way correct, right? It says $5. So they pretty much sold their brother for $5 back then. But now, just know that 20 shekels was not a lot of money, by the way, okay? 20 shekels was not a lot of money, all right? So they sold their brother for pennies, pretty much. Imagine that. They sold their brother for 20 pieces of silver. Nothing. It's pennies. It's nothing. Like, it took nothing to commit this crime against their brother. All right? Let's keep going. Verse 29. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit. And he rent his clothes, and he returned unto his brethren, and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? Verse 31. And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats. So a kid of the goats meaning like a baby goat. So they killed a baby goat and dipped the coat in the blood. So think of a coat as not like a actual coat or jacket, right? But think of more of a garment, all right, of a garment, so to speak. Or otherwise, it can be a coat, like I said, a coat of many colors. But the many colors is like the fur, okay? So let me see. Yeah, 31. And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. So they went to the father and they said, look, we found his coat. Is this of thy son's or not? So is this his coat or not? When they knew it was Joseph's coat, right? And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. And evil beasts have devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. So they're saying like he was killed by a beast, by an animal, and he was ripped to shreds. Okay? He was ripped from limb to limb is pretty much what they're saying. Verse 34, and Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days. So back in the day, if you were mourning your loved one and you were like you were actually mourning your loved one, you will rip your clothes and you will be in sackcloth and you will mourn for a time. But he mourned for many days because that was his child, as one should mourn their child if they do, pass away, right? Verse 35, and all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son's mourning. Thus his father wept for him. Last verse, 36. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard. So now, of course, when you read all the way from chapter 37, all the way to 45, which we are going to get towards the end of the class, chapter 45, you start to see more of the aftermath of the result, right? Because there's a lot that happens after he's sold into captivity, but we are going to get into the end result. So now let's move on to my next point, right? With all that hatred and jealousy that they had and envy towards their own brother, let's get Proverbs 27:2. So that spirit of jealousy is going to cause you to have broken relationships, false brotherhood. Okay, a lot of people think that they actually have real brotherhood with brothers, and some sisters believe that they actually have sisterhood with some sisters. Look, a lot of people don't know what true love is. Okay, a lot of people don't know what true love is, and a lot of people that's going to watch this class today, You are going to hear my words that's going to come out of my mouth, but you're not going to apply it at all to your life. I ain't saying all of you, but some of you. And you know who you are. I'm not mentioning no names. I'm just checking the spirit. I'm checking your temperature. Because when you want to know what true love is, you have to go through the pain and suffering of true love, right? Okay, like tough love, how the Most High gives us tough love. And the ISUPK, man, brotherhood is a weapon, and we utilize it. You may get checked, you may get chastised. It may not feel good, but if someone is looking out for you, if someone really cares about you more than yourself, then someone's going to hold you accountable. Someone's going to hold you to a higher regard, and that's love. But a lot of people don't look at that as love. Love is, my nigga passed me the joint. My brother let me have sex with his woman. And then he had sex with my woman. Love to people is, we can fight each other, we can shoot at each other, but we still brothers. That's not love. Love should not hurt in the sense of you hurting each other. But do you know what is painful? When someone tells you about yourself and you're so mad and upset, but you are controlling yourself. And in your mind, there's really nothing that you can do about what's being said to you and what someone is telling you about yourself. Because your reaction is, if someone tells you about yourself, you want to snap, you want to fight, you want to argue. But it kind of hurts you because you're so used to being rah-rah, just all mouth, all bark, no bite. You want to fight, you want to argue. You want to be confrontational. No, sometimes you have to be put in your place in order to understand where you are. All right? You have to be humble. You have to be neutralized, because you can't live life like that all the time. It doesn't go your way. You're not a child. A lot of us are adults. Until this day, we don't know what love is. Once again, brotherhood is when someone checks you about yourself, checks that demon, checks that spirit about you. You know what I mean? Some of you need to be told that you are weak, that you are soft, that you have no discipline. You are a drug addict. You are an alcoholic. You are an abuser. Someone needs to tell you that in your face. Someone sometimes needs to let you know, like, hey, you're acting effeminate. All right? You acting like your wife, emotional. Hey, you sister right there. Hey, sis. Hey, don't be like that. Are you a bitch, sis? Hey, sis. Are you a bitch? Oh, no, Salaki, sir. Wait, what? Stop acting like it. Stop sounding like these bitches in the world. No one wants to hear that, man. Discipline yourself. Watch what you say and watch how you move. Every decision that you make in your life is life or death. Okay? It's a cause and effect. Like, have some decorum about yourself. Have some discipline. Like, grow the hell up. Mature. All right? And I'm saying all that to say, like, when it comes to that whole brotherhood and sisterhood and all that love and stuff like that you may have, a lot of y'all really don't have love like that. Because if you gossiping about another man, you ain't got no love for that brother. You don't. If you want to be confrontational and you want to fight everybody, you don't love those people. It doesn't matter if they are your flesh and blood, your family members. That's not love. Brothers and sisters are not supposed to fight. If someone ever tells you that brothers and sisters, man, siblings fight all the time. It's natural. It's their way of expressing each other. No, it's not. That's not correct. No. You don't have to hurt each other to show love to each other. Hurting each other is hatred, not love. Okay? Like, God damn. All right, but I stress that enough. I digress. Let's get it. Proverbs, what I say, 27 and 2. Give me 1 second. Where are you, Proverbs? All right, here we go. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 2. Okay, all right. So I'm bringing this out to say, I'll get to it. Proverbs 27 and 2. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips. So I like to bring out this precept very, every so often, every blue moon, because, okay, let me see. How can I say it? Okay, a lot of people have egos, and that's another thing going into brotherhood, right, and sisterhood. A lot of people live up here in their head, right, to the point where they're pretty much schizophrenic. They tell themselves that they're this, that they're that. There's nothing wrong with being confident in yourself, but it becomes a problem when your ego tells you that nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can check you. Nobody can humble you. And that's very dangerous. Okay? And also, too, like, I always hear people say, I'm this, I'm that. How about you let somebody else tell you that? Okay? You know what I mean? Like let somebody else tell you how great and wonderful you are. Or otherwise, a lot of people always boast about who they are and what they got, and their actions show otherwise. You know what I mean? But let another man praise thee. To praise somebody else means to compliment them in this context, right? Let somebody else compliment you on your clothes and on your talents, on your wisdom, and on, whatever you're doing, right? You know what I mean? Like don't get an ego in your head thinking that, you are hot shit, okay? Like you are just that nigga. It's this thing, how brothers in the world talk right now. They be like, I'm him. That's me. Meaning like, I'm that guy, like I'm the shit. That's me, I'm him. Or, females be like, I'm her. That's me. But, I always laugh at it, but, I know it'd be joking sometimes, but some people be very serious, right? But let somebody else compliment you, okay? But not of your own mouth, but a stranger. Let somebody else see how talented and wonderful, as you say, that you are. Let somebody else say it. Let somebody else express it, okay? Like egos is something that's very dangerous. Once again, be confident in what you are doing. Know yourself. Know your skills and your talents, but don't boast yourself to the point where your action says otherwise. Okay? Don't be a person that you are the main topic. And shalom, Lord Christ says, don't boast yourself. Don't get so big-headed. Okay? Once again, know your talents, know your strengths and your weaknesses, but let somebody else compliment you. All right, moving on, because I know we're running on time. Let's see. Leviticus 19 and 17 really is where I wanted to go first, but I just grabbed that other one just to grab it. Leviticus 19 and 17. Okay, actually, yeah, I want to get this one right here. Actually, I'm not going to touch 17 yet. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. So meaning, don't show favor one to the other. You know what I mean? Like don't show favoritism. That's what it's saying. Okay? Don't show like favoritism in the sense of don't have no respect for persons. Is what it's saying. That's why it mentions the poor and the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. So for everybody, like judge everybody accordingly, right? You know what I mean? But now ain't nothing wrong with you vibing with one person more than the other. Okay? But now this is how you know what favoritism is. Two people may be telling you the right thing. They both telling you the same exact thing that is absolutely 100% wisdom, righteousness, but in your mind, you're focusing on this person. So you're disregarding what that person is saying, but you're listening to this person instead. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that, okay? Judge everybody accordingly, righteously. You know, because when you're unjust, you may have some type of, you know, some type of animosity going on with one person. But you rock with this person, but you don't rock with that person. You know what I mean? Like don't be weird like that. Because that's high school, that's elementary school, that's kindergarten at this point. It's immature. It's really what I'm trying to say. So what you should do is, in righteousness, shout thou, judge thy neighbor. So if you see something that's out of order, speak on it. All right? And judge based on, you know, the interactions with other brothers and sisters, man. But of course, you may vibe with one person more than the other. Absolutely, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because we got best friends. You know, there's a such thing as a best friend, someone who's very closer to you than others. No sweat. But treat all brothers and sisters with that same love and respect that you do to this person or that person that you are closely bonded with more than the others. That's what you want to do. Okay? And also, too, what I have noticed in my small time of just being on this earth, in my small time being in the school, is how you may act poorly towards one brother or a sister. Eventually, you are going to act the same exact way to that person that you claim that you love to death. It always happens. And mark my words, it happens all the time. Because the moment that person that you love to death, that you will unalive somebody for this person, or all these people right here, you will do the same thing to them that you did to these people right here. You will act funny towards them. You will have some type of animosity. You will have some type of malice towards these people, envy, strife. You know what I mean? Once they get on your bad side. And y'all with this damn bad side, you know what I mean? Like, you know, a person may gotta get checked, yes, I understand, but you know, on your bad side just means that I ain't messing with that person anymore. You know what I mean? And sometimes the reason be childish. You know what I mean? Like, go to him and him alone. Go to her and her alone. That's what you are supposed to do. No matter how difficult the conversation may be, no matter what's going through your head, force yourself to talk to that person. And just be mindful of how you are addressing the offense that you have been given. Okay? Because an offense is a crime that has happened to you. If you are offended, that means someone has committed a crime against you. That's what an offense is. Also, too, sin is an offense. Okay? That's why we offend the Most High when we do what? When we sin. That's why the Most High judges us, because he is offended. Okay? I'll get into that another time. All right. Let's keep going. Verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. A talebearer is someone that tells it all. It says it right there. So a talebearer, someone who gossips, someone who runs their mouth, someone who just, you know, can't hold water. They spill all the beans. They talk about everybody's problems. They talk about their own problems, about the situation or problems that they have with other people. They tell everybody except for the person that should hear the problem. So I'm person A. I have a problem with person B, right? But now instead of me going to person B, I go to person C. Because, you know, person C is going to listen to me. He's going to hear all my gossiping. But what I should do in a situation, person A and person B should go to him and him alone. So person A should talk to person B about the offense. It should not go to anybody else. It should go to the person that you have the issue with. Don't be a talebearer, okay? And also too, watch out for people who ask you like, hey, I heard such and such was going on. They telling me this, they telling me that. Is that true? Tell them, wait, who told you what? Oh, swear. Okay, well, hey, look, I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's between me and that person. Next time you talk to that person, let them know, you know what I mean, to talk to me and not you. Shalom. And just hang up the phone. That's it. Don't get tied up because that person who's calling you is a demon. They have a demon on them that's trying to relay a message about what? Gossiping. So-and-so said that they had a problem with you, and that next time they see you, they're going to knock your head into the wall. Have discipline. You know what? Tell that person, next time you talk to them, just tell them to talk to me and do not call me telling me what somebody else said about me. Shalom. And that's it. That's how you handle that. That's how you handle that. Okay? And then, if a council needs to be set up based on how the conversation goes between, you and them, so be it. Because what council does is it brings brothers and sisters together stronger than what they were before. Like, when you go through something with a brother or a sister, and y'all go through it, and y'all come together after that council, it's more love. That love is stronger. That bond is not going to be broken. And that's the beauty of the Bible. When you go to him and him alone, like the Most High in Christ is so amazing. Because going to him and him alone, it stops you unaliving the person that offended you. It stops the gossiping. It stops the envy, the jealousy, the revenge, the grudge that you had for 25 effing years. It stops all of that in its tracks. But if you don't go to him and him alone, if you don't apply that, it causes pain, it causes suffering, it destroys a relationship, whether that be a friendship or a marriage type of relationship. It causes damage. It spreads like a virus, like cancer. It spreads so rapidly that you can't kill it, almost. If you can catch it in time, you can probably get rid of that cancer, of the gossiping, of the grudge for 20, 30 years of your life, 40 years. But you have to apply these scriptures. It's one thing to hear about this Bible. Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds good to your ear. But it's one thing when you actually have to live this Bible. If you want to talk about this Bible, you have to live it. You can't just sit there like, oh, Shalom, Lord Christ, Shalom, Malachah, Bashim Rashad, Khan with Khan, you know what I mean? Come to class. Like, no, like you got to live this shit. Otherwise, you are a Christian. You are a Christian and you are not who you say you are. You are playing yourself. You are a clown. You are a joke. You are a coward. All right? You have to live this Bible, man. All right, anyway, let's keep it going real quick. Let me see. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. So just learn how to shut your fucking mouth. Excuse my language. Learn how to shut your goddamn mouth. Stop being a talebearer. Just shut up. Just the moment that you feel like you're going to say something, just close your mouth. Just shut up. All right? And some people out there, someone has to tell you to shut the F up. Like, shut your mouth. You talk too damn much. Okay? You talk too damn much. Have you brushed your teeth today? Damn, all that talking, all that gossiping, like, damn, your breath stinks. I can just smell the hatred coming out your mouth. All right? All the weakness. Yeah, I can just smell it on you. Like, you are disgusting. And that's something that can be changed and fixed. And once you apply it to your life and you stand on business when it comes to these scriptures, then you are not a talebearer anymore. Okay? Anyway, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. Yeah, that's heavy. Verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Hold on. Oh, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. You're not supposed to hate your brother in your heart. Hating somebody in your heart is having the intentions of hurting them. Before you do something, you think about it. Before you move your body, before you say something, you think about it. You know what I mean? It's up here, it's in here. You know what I mean? Before you act it out. You know, like your intentions of hurting this person just shows the hatred in your heart for that person. Okay, let's keep going. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. So rebuke is like openly checking someone, and not suffer sin upon him. Meaning, you shouldn't hate your brother and rebuke them to the point where you suffer sin. Suffer sin just means that your hatred causes you to sin against your brother. That can be unaliving. That can be talking evil against them. So on and so forth. That's what that's talking about. All right. Let me get this one. Let me see. Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Damn, I forgot about that precept. I just talked about that. You've been having a grudge for 20, 30 years. Over what? You sisters out there, like you mad at your husband's other wife because she slept with your man. Well, that's her man. Y'all both sleeping with that man, or y'all slept with that man. But y'all don't like each other because of that? He's going to get him another woman. It's going to happen. He's not going to stop. That brother is a rolling stone. That brother is just going to, get him multiple wives. So, I mean, damn, you're going to hold a grudge over, this man's children's mothers? I mean, goddamn. Good night. You should be happy. You want to know why? You should be very happy because there are women there's women right now, right? Women outnumber men. You should be happy. And according to Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall cleave unto what? One man. And they shall be called by what? His name. It's happening today. All right? Everybody knows a man who got multiple baby mamas. That's pretty much multiple wives, multiple baby mothers. Now, probably some of them are not his wives because they probably left and married somebody else, which is a sin. But I'll leave that for another story, another class. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So how you love yourself, how you wouldn't hurt yourself, you should not hurt your brother or your sister. Okay? That's what that's talking about. Now, lastly, before we get out of here, let me see. Okay. Let me get let's get Genesis 45 and 26. Real fast. So I know we're running on time. 26. All right, let's see. Let me see. Yep. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Okay, actually, I'm gonna get this next week. But long story short, I'm just gonna read it real quick. Genesis chapter 45, verse 25. And they went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. Okay, so long story short, years later, after his brothers had sold Joseph into slavery, his brothers had told Jacob, who was the father of all the 12 tribes, right? Our pappy, the progenitor, right? He said, they said to Jacob, like, look, hey, Pops, Joseph is alive, and he's governor of the land of all of Egypt. All right. So the governor, that's right hand to Pharaoh, King Pharaoh, right? And so Jacob was like, I do not believe y'all. So they pretty much took the father Jacob to pretty much the land where Joseph was. Now, long story short, I'm gonna break this down again later, but the brothers did not recognize who Joseph was when they came to get food, because there was like I believe like a famine going on, so they did not recognize Joseph. You know what I mean? Now, long story short, when Joseph pretty much invited them into, I want to say like a tent, Joseph pretty much told them, like, it's me, Joseph. Now, he recognized his brethren, but they didn't recognize him because he was so much older now. He's so much older. He's thriving. He's living good. He's living a good life. And, of course, Joseph has spoke with Jacob as well. Now, his brothers were very, saddened and sorry about what they did to Joseph. But Joseph, he said, in a nutshell, he pretty much said, like, look, I forgive you. And he was not upset with his brothers for what they have done to him. You know what I mean? Now, although Joseph was living although Joseph was righteous, even in captivity under Pharaoh and being a governor of all the land of Egypt, the Most High was with him, but he still has every right to feel some type of way, maybe, you know what I mean? Like it's like, damn, that's messed up. But the thing was, he didn't hold that grudge. He forgave them. And more than anything, he welcomed them, as they came. And Jacob was, happy. And once he found out that his son was still yet alive, Jacob pretty much passed away later on. After that, he passed away. So, he passed away with the joy in his heart, knowing that his son was alive and that his son was not unalive. And once again, like that's a wicked, very wicked thing to do. But of course, the children definitely regretted what they did to Jacob. To Joseph later on in life. But Joseph showing them the utmost brotherhood, the utmost love. He forgave his brothers for what they did to him. Although, once again, Joseph was in slavery, man. It wasn't all beautiful for him. It wasn't all rainbows and kisses and sunshine. He was in hell. But he got rid of those emotions and he forgave his brothers. And that takes a strong person with true discipline to do that. Imagine your brother or your sister forcing you into slavery under another nation of people, and you could have been unalived, you could have been violated, you could have been, all types of things could have happened to you. It takes a strong person, someone who knows what brotherhood is and love and discipline, to forgive that person. And is it easy? Absolutely not. Is it something that you have to practice? Absolutely. Is it something that you have to perfect? Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. So if you want to know more about this, if you want to, study how to discipline yourself and how to be a better brother or a sister, check out, every Tuesday, Brotherhood Class / Sisterhood Class. You know what I mean? Otherwise, tomorrow, we have, the scripture breakdown and law class. And then this Thursday and Friday, we have the Feast of Purim. All right? It's at 7 p.m. But of course, if you're making food or if you're not making food, if you are in attendance, come before 7 p.m. If you are here at 7 p.m., you are late. All right? With that being said, that's the class. imagine, which means to stand. All right. Security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. My Asherah. 10% of any or all Salati. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. So once again, the Feast of Purim is this Thursday and Friday. So 2 days, right? The 22nd of February and the 23rd. Make all your arrangements. If you're cooking, if you're bringing something, make sure to contact me directly. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me, otherwise, a lot of you have my number as well. Otherwise, call the school number, 612-524-9544. All right, 612-524-9544. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right, with that being said, all right, once again, I imagine, which means to stand, upon your hand, put down, face to the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arakaza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Nakum, Kol, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawak Lanawa, Wala'ah, Kaba'ah Nawa, Vanasayawan, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Waka Parak, La Awalami, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Raklanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Rafa'ah, Magan, Helgan. Say the name of loved ones once, everyone repeats the name once. So Salakia, for time's sake, are we running on time real quick? All of Israel. ISUPK Minnesota. Israelite School, UPK. All those dead in Israel. May they rise again. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Kawada Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us in Yasha'Allah, in the school. Bless those who protect loved ones. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai, listen to us now, right now. See evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. See evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches into thy sanctuary. See evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Prophet Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, Nazi space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, to evict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. They lose all the plagues, cause to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, mindful of Gabriel, come down to find sauces and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's an angel that done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King. Thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. All right. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, and my Barak, Yahweh by Shemal Shah Brakatham, Yazmatah, courtesy salute for the sisters. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, and my Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathah by Shemal Shah, Yazmatah, class dismissed. All right, Shalom Israel, finna play the Passover promo. Y'all check this out, man. Shalom.
When practical knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.